and we noticed that the deadbolt and chain on the door were off. We put them both on just before going to bed. The baseboard by the fireplace started to glow in neon blue just for a second. I heard the chain on the door rattle and felt like someone grabbed my knee. Anna flickered the lights in the bathroom and made quite a bit of clicking noises. Yeah, she doesn't like couples.
Who's this Anna, you may be wondering, and why is she haunting couples at 1790, a downtown Savannah inn and restaurant? Anna Powers used to live at the site that's now home to 1790. It's also the site of her untimely death.
She and her father rented rooms out to the sailors and the people visiting this area, and she fell in love with one of the sailors, one of the English sailors who stayed here, and he jumped ship to stay here and marry her, was the original story. And after that, it's kind of vague as to what actually happened, but it was, she supposedly had a big argument with her husband, and the rest, she jumped out one of the windows in the hotel and killed herself in front of the hotel and haunted the hotel ever since.
1790 is actually two different houses, and this used to be a courtyard. And Anna Powers jumped out of a balcony and landed somewhere in this area.
Chelsea Elliott was skeptical of ghosts until she started working at 1790. A couple she was waiting on asked to see the famous room 204, where Anna Powers slept nearly 200 years ago. It was Elliott's first time in the haunted suite.
I came up here for the first time a few weeks ago. I had a table that really wanted to see some of the rooms, and so the innkeeper took us all up here, and I've never had like any ghost experiences in my entire life. I've always been pretty skeptical about those things, but the first time I came into this room, and this is actually the second time, but there's just a really sad presence. It's very still and kind of heavy. This is the window that she jumped out of, and it's just kind of unsettling, I guess, is how you feel when you enter this room. I've never had anything like that before. I know there's several stories, but I know that she was either a child bride or just very young when she got married, and her husband didn't treat her very well. And there's even theories that perhaps she was pushed out the window instead of she did it on her own accord. So I guess she's envious of happy couples, especially women that are happy in their relationships.
One of the pub crawls, you know, you're liable to hear any kind of story. One of 50 different varieties, you know what I mean? They have a lot of stories to tell. So I'm not sure which one is actually true, but that's the short version of why the ghosts exist.